Well, now let's look at the listing details tab and adding a listing. Now this is David Smith. We're still working on him. We're going to add a listing. So I click the listing details tab and then I click on the button that says add a new listing. All I have to do here is simply key in all of the information. The address, city, state, zip, subdivision, area, the listing date, and then the closing date, square footage, all the usual information. Now I'm going to go to a contact record that I know already has the listing information keyed in. By the way, the cool thing about this is under the Add Listing tab, you can add additional listings. So if you've got a contact with multiple properties, you can have multiple properties under a contact. Or if you've sold their house in the past and now you're working on their new transaction, you can archive and keep a copy of all of the transactions that you've done for that individual. And this is a example of one that has been keyed in. By the way, all of this information populates when you do the commission. You can have a dollar figure or percentage. It could be a flat fee or a percentage. Any other fee, if you have a transaction fee that you charge, maybe that's $5.95, whatever the case is. The square footage, list price, year built, map code, all these details. Once you're done keying in all this information, you'll hit save and close. A couple of things that I would like to point out though are you can key in the lockbox number and CBS code, which comes in handy if you've got agents that call and need that information. You don't have to log into a separate website to look it up. The track showings feature, we're going to look into that later, but track showings will allow you to implement the showing feedback system that is built into MoreSolds. If there's a referring agent, you can put their details here. Is it a mail out at closing, etc. And there can be additional seller notes that you key in as well. So once you've keyed in all of that information, you're going to save and close, and that is the listing details. Now remember, in order to see the listing details tab, you've got to have that contact. The contact type has to be seller. Okay, and then you can have multiple contact types, but seller has to be one of them. Okay, so you see right here the contact type is seller. Okay, you can edit that contact type right here, and you want to make sure that seller is checked if it's a listing.